Everybody.
I hope everyone bought me something, you know?
How old are you today, Moonrick?
25.
Very young.
Ooh.
I know.
Entering the prime.
Oh, thanks, Narsa, for 1 copper.
He kept asking me before for pictures of me in the shower, but
I did not, excuse me.
I mean, it's a bit far out,
Izzy,
mate.
help me. Izzy, I'm being
Moonrick,
harassed.
there's your present. There's your present. Bang.
Oh, thanks, Piggle.
Oh.
A happy fun one. And, oh, okay. Oh, thanks, Kieran.
It's alright, I gave you a soul.
Oh, God, can you take it back then?
Can you look at me? Look at my character saying.
Honestly, I don't care for whatever you...
Oh, which are the things?
I don't understand what you're doing.
Which are the things, Sol? You know them? What are they called?
I can't help you there, mate.
The
Sol,
cunts. The people that haven't got the fucking characters ready.
Oh la la.
Oh.
Oh!
Fucking tell you what, I've stressed out all fucking week about this.
You shouldn't
Thanks,
have
just,
done
Oh, how geared is Momo's son? I just said he's had bad reputation in heroics.
I just fucking didn't res someone, refused to res them because they rolled on my fucking bis item. Fucking pleb anyway.
Did you win?
No, he fucking won.
Oh.
Good thing, that you have the trinket, that Izzy would like, among your druid.
Yeah, no, the Moonwick helped me farm it. We did millions and millions of runs, and luckily it dropped on about the 16th one. Moonwick was there for me every step of the way.
Oh.
Yeah, Izzy asked for my help, I said no.
Yeah, fuck is he?
So what were we trying to show off, by the way?
Nothing, mate. Who do we miss in the raid?
Give you one chance. Pledge fealty to me, and perhaps I will not slaughter you
It's
for
3
your
people.
insolence.
2 people.
Oh, by the way, Kieran, I really like your Discord name, Kevin Kruger. So,
Yeah.
It's topical, isn't it?
I wanted to join in, but I had no O's in my name. It's Pumpkins in.
oh, what a shame.
Yeah.
Last time I had something topical was for a rash. Never guess where.
I reckon we could guess in
Yeah, I mean, it won't take too long, but...
It was somewhere near my pork sword.
We miss
Triplet cars.
Triplet.
What could you hope to accomplish? To storm brazenly into my
Mark, thanks,
domain?
No, he's offline on Discord too.
It is nice to
Yeah.
get a different perspective of groups that like healing and stuff. Not done it for a long time.
Just can you give me a lead back, please?
You usually abuse it.
What's the best Halloween name on Discord, though?
Alia.
Thank you.
Or Kieran. But I didn't want to tell him that really.
Ah.
I like Narset's name, like on Discord. That's kind of cool.
You want to get a bench in so we can start on time? That's it.
Get a bench in. Not really. Not feeling like it. Somebody just joined. Maybe it's Triplet. It is not Triplet. Fucking rough, man.
He's offline on Discord too.
Who do we have on the bench that can come in? I guess we can.
Replace the rogue.
We can wait. I would probably wait a bit more than just flat 8. You know, like give the man some leeway.
Okay. 2 minutes? 1 minute.
A bit fucking soft, do you know what I mean? 5 minutes before you can fuck off. That'll be my answer. Or come to your hotel room and I'll bang on your door until you answer it.
And then get
Isn't
kicked
that
out
right,
of the hotel,
Sol?
you twat.
Lesser beings intruding here?
Nah, come on, I can't fuck around. I
A
can't
shame
fuck
that
around
your
tonight. Let's just get someone else.
excess courage does not
I
compensate
guess
for
10
your
then, and I don't know.
stupidity.
There's not much options. I mean, there are many options, but you know, Stud did it last night, I think, which is fair. Then there's Tiamor, there's Tam, there's Narina.
I mean, you could get an arena and then you don't have to fuck with loot zone.
2, that's Tam. That's Tam.
So you could choose between 3 people and you roll a 2.
I mean, we miss a rogue, so I rolled for rogues. And there's 2 rogues on the bench, Tiamor and Tam, and then 2 is Tam, you know, like.
Hang on, he's in the other channel. Alright, he's coming now.
I give you one chance. Pledge fealty to me, and perhaps I will not slaughter you for your insolence.
Did you get a summon drum?
Yeah.
Sweet.
There's fish feast down, let's buff up and just be ready to pull. Who wants to tank this? Mateo, Kieran?
Okay.
Why don't we roll 1 to 2?
Okay, you're 2, Kieran.
What a fucking gambler you are, Kieran. You can't even make a decision without rolling the die.
Alright, everyone's ready. I'm going to do a pull timer. Wait, who has the quest?
I have it.
None but the
Kelly has
blue
it too, I think.
dragonflight are
Yeah, I have it.
welcome here.
Pull in 5 then.
Perhaps this is the work of Alex
4,
Strasser?
3,
Wait,
2,
wait,
He
wait.
has sent
Wait, I need
you
to buff
to
it.
your deaths.
Is he flask or just a flask?
Wait for Pharaoh until we get a spark. Okay?
5, 4, 3,
My
2.
patience has reached its limit. I will be rid of you.
You want Hera?
No, wait
Okay.
until we get a spark.
How very
We just res count.
Don't stand in front of it, please. Don't get breathed.
I'm not sitting in front of it, am I? I got breath.
Tracks to confiscate.
Hot dog.
Watch helplessly as your hopes are swept away.
After this, if real time you res cars and cars reses someone else. Cowell again, probably.
Spark is on the opposite side, by the way, if we can go to the other side.
Needs to kill it.
Stack on it, stack on the spark. Hero as well now.
Spark on
Kill
this
the
head.
other spark. Kill it quick, kill it quick. You got it.
Yes.
Okay.
another one coming from the same side behind you. Yeah.
Watch helpless
You'll be able to kill it after Vortex.
swept away.
Stick back on this bark. Kill it now.
I had hoped to end your lives quickly, but you have proven more
No, keep going on the
Keep
boss.
DPS.
than I anticipated. Nonetheless, your efforts are in vain. It is you reckless, careless mortals who are to blame for this war. I do what I must, and if it means your extinction, then so be it.
Tanks pick up the Nexus slot, stand at the bubble.
I'm gonna try and dispel them if you can. Dispel the magic weapon.
I am the Spellweaver! My power is infinite! You will not succeed while I draw breath!
Find shield.
Enough! If you intend to
Stack
reclaim
the Star of the
Azeroth
Dragons.
magic, then you shall have
Heals keep healing.
Move right as well. Remember the rotation is 1-1-2.
Now your benefactors make their appearance, but they are too late. The powers contained here are sufficient to destroy the
Stack
world
up, please.
10 times over. What do you think they will do to you?
Okay, 1-1-2 now.
Run away. Run away.
Move right.
Run away.
Move right. Move. Move.
Run away.
Move.
Defensive. Defensive.
Move.
Defensive. Run away.
Move.
Defensive. Defensive. Run away.
Move.
Defensive. Run away.
Move one more time and then should be done.
Unthinkable! The mortals will destroy everything. My sister, what have you?
I did what I had to, brother. You gave me no alternative. And so ends the Nexus War. This resolution pains me deeply, but the destruction, the monumental loss of life had to end. Regardless of Malagos's recent transgressions, I will mourn.
Nice,
his
you
loss.
need to get back
He
in
was
Solve
once
or
a guardian, a protector. This
the stuff.
day, one of the world's mightiest has fallen. The Red Dragonflight will take on the burden of mending the devastation wrought on Azeroth. Return home to your people and rest. Tomorrow will bring you new challenges, and you must be ready to face them. Life goes on.
I guess the rest can move to.
Can people stop clicking it so I can leave it?
Let's portal Dalaran and then move to Wormrest.
Whilst people are flying or moving or whatever, can you just make sure that you've watched the video in RN strategy quickly? About three drakes.
Hey guys, I'm Jordy, and this is your updated boss guide to how to do Sartharian 3 Drakes the legit way. Now, just before Wrath launched, Blizzard implemented a huge HP buff to Sartharian, which would make zerging him in Phase 1 more of a challenge. So I felt that a guide covering all of the real mechanics of this fight was now warranted, so here this is. One thing to note, if you plan on doing the 2 or 1 Drake variety, zerging is still very much on the table, so refer to my last guide, which I've linked below. Alright, let's quickly mention a solid raid composition. You're going to want 3 tanks, 5 healers, and a mix of ranged and melee DPS. I'm sure you could drop healers eventually, but early on in the phase, you'll be happy you brought the extra heals. There are some damage windows that can get kind of spicy, and the extra healers can cover for some positioning mistakes if they happen. Alright, so Sartharian sits at the center of the arena, flanked by 3 Twilight Drakes, who you've chosen to not kill in order to make the fight harder by having them join the fight halfway through. Each of these Drakes being alive means that Sartharian gets an HP buff. 1 Drake increases his HP by 25%, 2 by 45%, and all 3 by 65%. This means he's going to have a whopping 12.65 million HP. While this may sound like it makes the fight harder, Sartharian's HP really isn't all that relevant other than making the Zerg strat much more difficult. The lion's share of the encounter is dealing with the Drakes, whose HP remains untouched. Okay, let's get into the abilities that you'll be contending with. First, we'll discuss Sartharian himself. He does a Flame Breath that deals between 11 and 14,000 damage, and double that when modified by a buff that Shadron gives. This is the main damage ability that your tank will be contending with, and you'll want to weave cooldowns as you notice that he's casting it on you. Now, as you can see, on each side of the arena are rivers of lava. Every so often, you'll see a raid warning that announces that the lava surrounding Sartharian is churning, and large lava walls will appear on one side of the battlefield. Keep an eye out and weave between the walls, as if you're hit by these, you'll be knocked back and take some damage, as well as get a massive dot on you that will likely kill you. Keep your eyes out and don't get hit by these. There's almost no excuse that won't cause your raid to facepalm.
So it's probably best to have 3 tanks.
Finally, he'll occasionally summon lava
Yes,
blazes.
sir.
Now these don't do all that much on their own.
We have this sorted, yeah? I'm assuming?
Yes.
Cool.
But if they remain untanked or killed, they can become a problem, especially if the lava walls touch them, as this will cause them to frenzy and deal a bunch of extra damage. Your off tank should do their best to pick them up and drag them into the melee to get blundered. Alright, well that's it for Sartharian. Let's talk about the Drakes really quick. All 3 Drakes have the following abilities. Shadow Breath, a cone in front of them, like most dragons, so face them away from the raid, and Shadow Fissure, which will appear on the ground and kill anyone standing in them after a few seconds. Each of them also applies a debuff to the raid that will ramp up your damage taken. Tenebron increases shadow damage, Shadron fire damage, and Vespron lowers your raid's HP by 25%. They'll also create a portal that you can right-click, similar to how it worked on Calicos, that will take you to the Twilight Realm. Now each Twilight Drake does this, but we'll handle each one differently based on its threat to the raid. Okay, so I'm not going to get too much more into detail for these, let's just get into the walkthrough. Now I said this before, but I need to say it again, this is just one strategy on how to deal with this fight. I'm sure there's a million little tweaks you could do here to optimize this further, but this is what I'm going to recommend to you do early on, as it worked for us and it will work for you. On pull,
How's
you're
your
going to drag
Basido installed?
Sartharian toward the close left corner of the island. Your tank will
I
position
genuinely
him
don't know what
parallel
to
to
talk
the
about. Just
edge,
pissing me off.
where
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
People get that? The only thing to really roll on is the trinket, because it doesn't have any priors. This stuff's just for... So congrats Mateo for the legs, me for the boots, Jaina on these boots, and
Drum roll.
Flame Leviathan spec. What's Flame Leviathan spec?
Flame of Leviathan scales with item, like the vehicles you enter scale with item level. So high item level items make you stronger.
It'd be good for that.
Not sure if single items really matter. Though.
Just so you're gonna use this.
Any 226 item would be a boost for that.
Yeah, but the question is, does it boost your DPS by 50 or by actually something?
I guess no one will know. Just so you can have it if you're gonna use it.
I will only use it for PvP. For PvE, it's pure shit.
That's fine.
Maybe I use it for PvP.
Congrats Loot Havers. Right, we can start to clear.
Congrats everyone.
Just go around, kill everything other than the dragons, obviously. Hopefully everyone had a chance to watch the videos, some of the videos we travelled between.
Going AFK near the fire bubble is probably not a good idea.
I agree. Pick up the extra. The chopper sound is absolutely rancid.
Yeah, it is. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Okay, so quick run through then of how we're going to do it, right? So, who's best to tank the actual dragon? Maybe Kieran? Is he tougher? Mateo? I think so, right? And you have more
The
defensive
video you
cooldowns,
linked
so-
to the pally tanks the boss, yeah.
Okay. So, Kieran, you're going to take it into position exactly who.
Yep.
Exactly where we did it before. That's good. We're all going to go to the back. This time we're not going to wait at the start. The 90% for the 90% hemorrhage thing. We're just going to go. Start DPS in the boss, and then nobody's going to use cooldowns on that. That part is really important, right? Just don't use any cooldowns on the first part. It's really important that the first Drake dies as fast as possible. So we bring it to the front, we start attacking, casters at the back, melee at the front. First Drake spawns, exactly the same again. We all go to the back. We don't use heroism, we use heroism on the second Drake. And importantly, we don't go into the first portal. So the first portal will spawn and there'll be purple flares on the floor, we just ignore them, and we basically get ready to have someone pick them up, which is going to be a mix of either real time or Mateo if he has the capability to do it. But it's important that they just get big cleaved and we use things like nades, sappers here. Hopefully the first Drake is dead by the time the second Drake comes, and basically second Drake we rinse and repeat. The only difference is, so on the second Drake we need to go in and kill the ad. I think we're going to play a bit safe there. And same with the third Drake as well. So as soon as it spawns, we go straight in, kill the ad. It's important that real time goes in. It's important that X amount of healers stay out. I don't know how you want to decide that. Maybe one healer stays out and heals, or two healers stay out. Actually, you probably don't need any healers to go in. Maybe one healer goes in.
So, why would we kill that second ad? Why wouldn't we wait until we've got the Drakes down?
Because
it's less trauma for the raid movement.
Because so there's two separate ads, right? One does damage reflection and one does complete immunity. So on the second one, we can't.
Either way, we're not hitting the boss. It only does it to the boss.
It does it to the Drake as well, right?
No, just the
No,
boss.
no. Only the boss.
It's literally like pointless. It going down is just like an extra element of movement.
The major issue with the guy that makes stuff immune is that he also increases his fire damage by 50%. So for the time that the Acolyte is alive, you will have to use like any sort of defensive that you can use for each flame breath that you get in that time period.
So second one we don't kill, then third one we do kill.
You kill it at the same time as the third, don't you?
Yeah. So by the time all 3 drakes are dead, we go into the portal, and then there's 2 acolytes. You kill both acolytes.
Okay, makes sense. And that's it, and then we bring it home. So literally as soon as the second drake lands, we pop hero and send everything. And then as soon as we get to the end, it's just easy mode. The only thing is the tank's going to take a lot of damage. Whoever, so Mateo, you're going to have to be on guard to pick up the adds quickly.
Yeah.
That's it. So let's do a ready check, let's give it a go. Let's try and get past the first dragon this time.
Just a quick one, Solid. Who is going to call for anyone that goes into those portals with the lava waves? Do we want someone to shout, like, you know, don't stand in the middle, don't stand on the sides, something like that?
I'll try my best to call it out. The most important part here is that there's 2 things. Number one is that if you're killing an ad that's close to a wave coming, you either want to slow down or just keep 1, maybe 2 people inside. Again, it's like hard to really tell, and people need to call out where the wall is as it's coming, where the safe spots are. And the second thing is not standing in the purple shit. But I mean, we'll learn it as we go through.
Cool.
So yeah, but so again, so we don't go into any of the portals, and just make sure that you pick up the answers as quickly as possible. All right, I'm going to do a pull for 10 seconds to Kieran. Get into position at the start. Don't use any cooldowns.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It is my charge to watch over these eggs. I will see you burn before any harm comes to them.
Can hit the boss here.
Such flammable little insects! Tenebron, the eggs are yours to protect as well!
Mateo, start making your way towards the back now. Let's pick this up. And the wall safe spot is
middle.
In the middle. Okay, so use personal cooldowns now. No heroism.
Watch your step.
Be careful of the purple, please, melee. Don't die to the ship, please. Come on.
Watch your step.
Can we rest them?
Watch where. Watch your step.
Wall in the middle again. Eggs are coming now as well. Sorry, no, they're not. They're not. They're coming soon. Keep guessing.
Watch your step.
Now you want a hero?
Send it. Finish off Tenebron first, and then pick up the other one.
Watch your step.
And we need a big AoE cleave here.
Watch your step.
Careful of purples.
Watch where. Watch your step.
Middle is not safe. Careful.
Watch your
Try and
step.
get the enriched blades under the drake.
Yeah, we can try and so they should be too much of a problem. Keep going on Shadowrun here. We've got 10 more seconds till the thing arrives. I think we're at too many DPS there. Keep going there. Mateo on the other side, the next dragon's come. MD and it's here.
Watch your step.
Okay, the breath of the new dragon.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
You got wet.
Yep.
Alright, don't release.
Watch your
it's important that
step.
you don't release. Do not release.
We
Don't
did
release.
too much damage at the start to the boss there.
No, so that's fine. It's not really a thing.
Watch your
apparently.
step.
Or is it not?
Watch your step.
Don't release yet. Still don't release. Don't release.
Watch your step.
Don't release. Don't release. Okay, good now. You just gotta watch your feet, like, literally, the first 6 deaths were just to the purple stuff. And if we don't die there, then we win, so just watch your feet and be careful of the purple shit.
So what does personal cooldowns mean on the first dragon? Like, what do you mean by that?
It's
I
like
thought we save on the second one.
No, so you've the first one we still need to get down in good time, right? So use, I mean, like for me, I use rapid fire, engineering gloves, haste potion, and then the second one with heroism. Use any cooldowns that you got gun. Unless someone tells me that I'm wrong.
I think I'm gonna ready when the second one comes. I'm not gonna use the second CDs on the first one.
I mean, for me,
I'd say I'd save my CDs for the second one landing in Hero. Like it stacks better, you scale better
Yeah.
and everything.
for me, it's all about the gargoyles. I just have to save that for the second one, or have with Bloodlust. You know, like.
The thing is, it is really important that we kill the first one fast. Is the thing.
Yeah,
we
like
did tank both there for a bit though. Like it kind of was nice we cleaved them, but.
what's the crack with that flame breath? Because that literally hit me 56k there.
Yeah, so like I said, SAF's damage increases for 25% whenever a drag dies, and once the last dragon dies, he gets another 50% damage increase. So you need to rotate like any sort of defensives that you have and the healers have for each flame breath, like pain suppression, or I don't know the paladin kit, but for example, a Death Knight would anti-magic shell, and so on and so forth. You know, like.
One of the holy paladins, if we know there's a breath coming, could probably bubble divine sacrifice it to take 20% of it off.
That works, yeah.
There's also the thing of like, it also gets buffed whenever that ad is alive, right? So when it dies at the end, the breath should be better. At the very end. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of remembering when we did it all those years ago. It was it's basically once the 3 drakes are dead, it's much easier. But it's the danger point is when drakes 2 and 3 are up, you have to get your CDs rotated for every breath. That's what we used to do.
The danger point is when once the first ad is dead and the second ad is up. That's the burst point.
Yeah.
Because he has both the first 25% buff from the first dragon dying and 50% in the thing. I guess like once the second dead is dead, it gets even worse.
Yeah.
It only gets, and then
So just be ready for the first flame breath, but again, like don't use every cooldown on the first flame breath, right? Because the second one hits harder. Okay.
Yeah, like the first few were not a problem whatsoever. It wasn't even like tickling.
After the first Drake dies is when you probably need to start caring.
So after the first Drake and on the first flame breath, Kieran, you're going to use I don't know what personal defensive you've got. Tell me one.
Stoneform?
divine protection.
Yeah, divine protection.
Divine protection, and
then the guardian angel, which is a very passive version of a defensive.
Of the cooldown.
Divine protection is 2 minutes.
And then you're gonna have to do like divine sacrifice from the paladins as well, right?
I've got divine sacrifice. 2 minutes.
Just for the second one, I try to paint sub you.
Yeah, I would say use this as a backup because it's only 20%, so it's not great.
Cool. Alright, I'm gonna just pull for. Sorry.
Just make sure you shout out when the first Drake dies then.
Yeah. You see the buff go. You should see the buff go onto it.
Don't want to make it more complicated, but shouldn't we use the weaker CDs on the first breaths then? Like this 20, I don't know what. But shouldn't we use this first? This 20% reduction thing, if like.
To be honest with you, up until the first Drake dying, like none of them were a problem. Like they were not even knocking me below 65%. I don't know if the healers can confirm that, but I didn't feel like I dropped below 50%, 65%. Like they were really smooth. So as long as we get a call as soon as the first one dies, and we'll start rotating stuff in there.
And let's see how it goes. Let's see what the second one looks like as well. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do a pull for 10 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It is my charge to watch over these eggs. I will see you burn before any harm comes to them. Battle charge! The eggs will protect as well.
10 seconds, it's here. Sorry, it's here now. Middle is not safe for walls. People need to be at the back already for Tenor run.
Watch your step.
Just please watch the blue shit on the floor.
Watch your step.
Blue in melee, blue in melee. Good.
Watch where.
Wall middle is safe.
Watch your step.
Careful, Mateo.
Yep. Big cleave now.
Watch your step.
There we go. Let's go. Purple. Finish off Tenderrun. Excellent. Shadow now.
Watch where.
Res people if you can.
Watch your
Middle is
step.
safe. Middle is safe. Yeah. So next frame Beth you need to be careful for.
Tell me when you paint them.
Watch your step.
Careful, melee.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Father was right about you, Salfarion.
Watch where. Watch your step.
And last one's here, Mateo. I'm MDing it to you. Middle is safe on the wall. This one has a breath as well. You tank it out, Mateo. Just tank away, yeah. Away. Perfect.
Watch your step.
Purple melee.
Watch where.
Oh,
Watch
middle's
your
not
step.
safe. Middle's not safe. Capture the purple when you run out.
I've got this one.
You got a res for Sergi, that'd be great.
Watch your step.
One middle.
Watch your step.
Melee again.
I'm on.
I need cooldowns for next ones.
Watch your
Melee
step.
go in now. Or basically people go in now. Kill the
Okay,
X.
inside.
The wall
Just get
should
in.
pass. Yeah.
Get in, yeah, get in.
I have blazes on me.
I think most people are in at the minute. Go skull first.
Off the CD for that. Mine is off.
Okay. Now
Okay,
only
firewalls,
Salfarion.
good.
Pick up the blade. Try and get them under melee if you can.
Okay, just go on the boss now.
Finish that.
Watch where.
Middle's
Middle is
not
not
safe.
safe.
Middle's not safe.
How much heat can you take?
And then Mateo, every time just focus on getting the blazes under control.
Yeah.
Flame Wrath.
Watch where.
Wall and middle is safe.
How much heat can you take?
I have paint up again, Kieran.
It's breathing now. Right?
You think you're alright, Kieran, now?
I don't think it's
Yeah, I think we're alright now. I think it's fine now the drakes are gone.
The only thing now is that it's gonna summon a shit that it adds at the end, right? All the blazes and
Yeah,
shit.
it's like 10 or 15%. It goes crazy. That's where he's got to
If
push it.
just CDs come up now, probably safe for that.
Watch where.
Wall again. Middle's not safe. Middle's not safe.
How much heat can you
Watch where.
reduce to ash?
Middle's safe. Middle's safe.
Take
Sorry,
right,
that was
careful
late by me.
tail.
There we go.
Alright. It's soon going to start getting crazy. Just be ready for that.
Such flammable little insects. This is
Okay, here we go. This is where it goes crazy now.
Watch
So
where.
full send on the buff, just try and mitigate the ads.
middle safe.
Middle's safe. Thank you, Z. Just try and get as many of the ads under control as you can. AoE taunts and stuff are good.
Just need the boss as well, it's only 150k.
Whoa! That's an
Why'd you
AoE
taunt?
taunt.
Good job.
It's an AoE taunt. Good job. Good job. Well done, guys. That was good.
There's a lot going on there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. That was really good, though. Actually.
I mean,
really,
second
really
attempt,
well
I expected worse. To be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think once we found the spots where we needed to use mitigation as well, that were a lot easier for tanking. I don't know how healing was. It felt pretty okay.
Yeah, it was easy. Very solid.
Like I said, the only issue is really when the last Drake is alive, like his acolyte, because he increases Sapphirian's damage by 50%, like the fire damage. And there's also a debuff on us while the last Drake is alive that increases our damage taken by fire by 100%. So you know, that's when it's hairy. But after that and before that, it's fine.
When I saw that flame rep, it was 58k. I was just like, alright, okay, this is gonna be a fun fight.
Was it cool? Mild panic when the fucking boss turns
the
towards, but that's fine.
100k health, it just turns towards the raid. A second before fire breath.
Yeah, new title. Twilight Vanquishers.
I have to ask the question, by the way.
Cut them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a sec.
New title, by the way, for everyone.
Hey.
Holy fuck.
Are you okay, Kieran?
That wasn't me!
I was just so happy with his new title. He was like, jeez.
Finally, the Vanquishers have the actual title.
Oh shit, true.
Concealment shoulders, Sergi mate. You gonna use these?
Nah, if I needed the expertise, but I don't right now, so I don't mind.
Okay. I'll give them to real time then, and you can use them for the tank set. Grats. Chest is prior to Jaina. Grats. Braces are prior to Hydrostar. Grats. Gloves are Good Kind and Nord. Grats boys. And the Worm Wristband is prior to Cow. Grats. Okay. I'm gonna roll out the bag first. 25 is 2. Is it me? Nord. Anyone like really close on buying another item, 5 badges off. Otherwise I'm gonna raid roll it. No. 20 is Jaina. Alright. Mount time then. So, fairest way of doing this, if you're interested in the mount and you want it, you can roll. It's going to be exciting. Who the highest roll obviously wins, unless you roll 69 and then you win by default. I'm joking.
100 or 1000? What are you rolling?
Roll 100. So wait, hold, and here we go. Good luck, boys. 22. Fuck's sake.
I see a 99.
Oh,
yeah.
Alia, what's your price? What's your price?
Oh! Alia, I'll give it to you, bro. What you do with it is up to you. Congrats.
Hold on a minute, isn't selling it to guild members just profiting off the fucking raid? Therefore it's agreed. Right, Alias is gone. Who's next?
What did you roll, Monger?
Fucking 32.
Let's go for a few entries, mate. Alright, congrats, Alia.
Congrats, Alia. Yeah, congrats, Alia, mate.
Well done, mate.
So now, we've got. Actually, should we have a little picture in front of the boss, maybe?
Yeah, obviously.
This was a tricky one. So we're
I mean, it just looks like we fucking did it, you know, like the normal.
I don't know, with that title on, obviously.
Ah, true, I guess, true, yeah.
What's the title?
Twilight Vanquisher. 3.
No, 2, look the right way.
1. Maybe smiles. Alright, nice. Good job. Alright, let's go to Dalian. There's next 10s go in now, I think, if people want to do that. The only thing is you might have to pug like a tank and maybe a healer. Unless people are saved. I mean, I can organise it on Papiche, but it's grief because my gear's shit, so ref or anyone else want to organise it, feel free. I'm happy to set this one out. Pick what you main.